There is no doubt that automation is one of the easiest ways to lower the cost of service and improve experiences for customers and service agents. Let me show you how. Hi, Matt Barron, Product Specialist at InvGate. With InvGate Service Desk, you can build some extremely powerful automation without code. Before we get started, you can always grab a trial instance of our software at try.invgate.com and follow along, and there should be a link in the description. The first and most obvious suggestion is to automate everything that can be requested, starting with your most popularly requested services. Now here you see a self-service portal. The most obvious and popular automated request here is password reset. So if you haven't done that already, it's time to catch up. Each environment is different for password resets, so you'll likely need to customize. This might mean building a simple integration or just linking to an existing password reset location, especially if you're using single sign-on, SSO, or some other identity management solution. Some other high volume requests might be software requests or email and mailbox creation, updates, changes, or deletes. In many cases, these can be created in here too and pinned to your self-service portal. And in many cases, they could be automated by an application management system or something like that. Now, I can show you our application software request right here. We make it very easy for people to simply ask for what they need. Say they need Adobe Acrobat to create PDFs. And we give them an option to select the application and start their request. This goes for bundles too. Once you have laptop, phone, and email provisioning automated, you're more than halfway toward automating onboarding. Now, this is a really great workflow to have in place so you don't forget little bits of an onboarding process, and this can provide a consistently awesome experience. Now, the same goes for offboarding. It's an easy thing to automate, and you probably want to ensure that you don't miss a single step for obvious reasons. Work routing, assignment, and escalation are another great place to implement automation. Automating the work of incidents and other interrupt-driven demands will ensure fast turnaround, or at least that the right team and person is aware of the pending work. Here we've got an automation that anytime the application is one of 6 specific applications, they automatically get escalated straight to level 2, so level 1 doesn't have to waste time taking in the tickets. When the ticket is entered, having the right team assigned is just the first step. Maybe you need additional filters for the type of work, where it's coming from, or who the person is. So for instance, I've got this rule set for my applications incidents, so that if the location of the customer is in America, we're going to assign that to application support. But if the location is not inside America, then we're going to send it to IT level 1. This way, our IT level 1 is 24/7, so they get alerted to anytime there's something happening overseas, whereas our application support team is just on US hours, so we don't get them all the time. Next, if the right person isn't selected or auto-routed, you need a way to give new service agents and other colleagues a quick, easy, and effective escalation point for every type of ticket. Here I've got an escalation route set up so that anytime that the IT help desk gets a ticket and they say auto escalate it, they click on the button to escalate it. We then take a look at the category, and if the category is application, then it's sending it to application support. If the category is network and connecting, then we're sending it over to the data center team. So you can see how the agents don't need to know who the escalation point or escalation team is. They can simply click on the escalate button and it's going to go here. Great options. One amazing feature that's getting more and more popular and needs to be mentioned is the use of AI, machine learning, or large language models to improve service. A couple ways we've been using it is in rephrasing ticket responses. So here I've got a fairly terse response. This useful feature allows me to type less and still maintain a professional communication standard. The second way that AI has been really helpful has been in predicting records that I should be relating, using predictive analytics to suggest problems, major incidents, and other records that I should associate tickets with. Another great AI feature is this summarize ticket feature. You click on the magic wand here, it generates a quick summary of what's happened in the ticket, and you can even publish it to the ticket itself. These last suggestions are going to be super useful. It's everything related to a ticket experience, and there's a lot that's needed to make ticketing easy. So let's get a look at the details. First, there's a ton of back and forth on each ticket. So we have this awesome feature that makes it easy for agents to use canned responses. So I'm going to use this canned response here to give my first response. Gives me a standard salutation, standard greeting, pulls in the customer name from their record, all the things that I need to meet my SLAs. These can adapt by using references from the ticket. They can be managed individually by agents, or they can be written and shared with teams or specific request items. It's a big time saver that also standardizes communications. Next, we all want to hit our customer satisfaction and service level goals, right? So these two things need to be automated and simple. Customers get a simple 1 to 5 star rating scale, and they're given an option to provide feedback. This can also be put into an email for customers to click on. Service levels, or SLAs, usually have the details that they want tracked on tickets. Things like speed to respond and communication, as well as the resolution duration, are tracked by default and displayed to agents front and center. But you might have other needs, and it's important that those needs can be measured, so we've built some pretty powerful tools to make all the details of your SLAs coded into InvGate Service Desk, so you aren't having to do calculations or advanced reporting to get what you need. The last bit of automation that we add to the self-service portal for our customers is the ability to present knowledge to users who are entering in tickets. And this is a great way to get customers helping themselves. So for instance, if I type for VPN here, I can see that there are some knowledge articles that get presented first. And believe it or not, we can actually force customers to view knowledge articles and select whether that article fixed their problem or not. So this pops it in front of their screen, and they have to choose whether they still want to create the request or if that solved it. The foundation of improving any service is through measuring the results. So it only makes sense that most service desk teams want to be able to build, read, and share their most important measures. One thing I'll point out in our reporting application is that giving everyone access to reporting and dashboards is an important factor into whether they get used. Another thing that's super nice to have is snapshots. Every day, agents and managers are closing tickets and managing their work, and keeping tracks of tickets by state and count can only be done effectively if you have a snapshot. So in comes scheduled reports to save the day. Simply set up a report for what you want to record and store them in a mailbox for safekeeping. You can choose who your reports are going to, when it sends, and how often it sends. So these are just a few of the various automation features of InvGate Service Desk that are designed to save agents and service teams precious time. For more on this topic, check us out on YouTube or discover our solutions by signing up for a trial at try.invgate.com. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again soon.